Here's a Panasonic 12-inch oscillating fan. Five-way oscillation, 3 speeds. Got the narrow black piano key speed selectors there with the contemporary-ish numerals. The smoky clear acrylic blades. Pretty high quality blade set on these fans. The guards also, I've noticed that the guards on these Panasonic or just Matsushita fans in general, they don't tend to corrode nearly as much as like the Lasco fans or the Cool Horn Taiwanese fans of the time. There's just little elements to these fans like that that add to the quality aspect. I think this is one of the last fans of its era that really combined quality, performance, and styling all in one. I mean, you had fans later that came after that would have one or two of the attributes, but not many after this particular era, the mid-1980s, that really combined everything in the way that these Panasonic fans did. I would say the Sanyo fans also, and probably the Lasco fans, more of the early 80s, early 1980s Lasco fans. By the mid-1980s, late 1980s, they really started to cheapen out. Not just Lasco, but everybody, Panasonic included. Model F-1209, distributed by Panasonic Company, division of Matsushita Electric Corporation of America. It's possible this might have been made in America, or assembled anyway. I know some of the KDK fans of the early to mid 80s were allegedly made in the USA. I think the components at least came from Japan. This fan was in pretty rough shape when I got it. It was, the guard was bent up. I think it must have fallen at one time. Took some doing to get the guard straightened out. And then it still has some of this stuff on it. I don't know what that is. It's like drywall mud or some kind of construction adhesive. There's a lot of that stuff all over the fan. There's still some paint splatter on the blades. Probably can't see very well, but it's on there. So it took some doing to get this fan in respectable condition, but I would say it's doing pretty good now. Really quiet, smooth, strong running fan after all these years. Here's high speed. Speed 2, medium speed. Low speed. Low speed is really the sweet spot on these fans. They're almost dead silent. They run kind of slow, but they still manage to move a good amount of air on low speed. Run the oscillation. I'm not sure if the 5-way oscillation really works on this fan. I don't remember trying it. Yeah. So by adjusting the head, clicking it over one way or the other, you can kind of adjust the angle of the fan head. That should center it out now. This is definitely a childhood fan also. We had one of these in my house growing up. I'm pretty sure it was a 16-inch though, not the 12. And for our spin down, that's respectable. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's Panasonic model F-1209, 12-inch, 5-way oscillating table fan of the mid-1980s, 1985, 86 maybe. Not really sure. One of the last true great ones of the era, I think, though. After this, they went to basically a Lasco rebadge model of this, and then from there degraded to, I think there was a cool horn. Actually, I have a pedestal fan version of this that is a cool horn or a cool breeze. I don't know if that's the same company, but it's basically a cool horn rebadge, I think, or a cool breeze rebadge with the Panasonic badge on it, that same one. And I cleaned and serviced that fan just a few days before I did clean and service on this one, and from a distance, I mean, just at a glance, you don't really notice the quality difference in the fans, but getting hands-on, tearing everything down, checking everything out, and really getting a chance to get an in-depth look at both fans, it becomes apparent pretty quickly that the Matsushita Panasonic fans were really superior as far as quality goes, especially just in the quality of the materials used. I mean, just the difference in the plastics and the difference in the guards and the blades. This is like a rigid acrylic blade. The blade on the other one was like a flimsy, flexible plastic that's out of balance. There was quite a bit of corrosion on the guard. There's no corrosion on this one. A lot of the plastic on that fan is yellowed. There's very little yellowing on this one, and this fan was heavily used. It clearly had a lot of hours on it, and seemed to have been dropped on the floor at least once. Took me some time to get the guard straightened out. There's a pretty good flat spot on the side of it. Pretty amazing that it didn't break the blade or anything else. But yeah, these were definitely one of the last fans that really was a complete package as far as styling, performance, and quality goes. So pretty cool to have one. If you can find one of these, I think I paid like 12 bucks for this one. I mean, you don't pay a lot of money for them, but if you can find one at a reasonable price, it'd be a pretty good pickup, I think, if you're into these. Anyway, thanks for watching.